In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use QR codes to quickly input any stock you've got coming in into your inventory system. So it saves loads of manual typing, it saves any effort. It also automatically tracks when the stocks come in and who's clicked the stock coming in. And we're doing this all with Google Sheets and Google Forms, all free to everybody, and you can just scan stuff with your phone. I think it's good fun. So yeah, let's get into it. Right now, we've got our stock in sheet. It's just a simple Google sheet with a list of items, the quantity we've got coming in, and the date. Currently, somebody has to type in manually what stock it is. This is a drop down. So the product, the quantity in, and the date. So it works quite nicely, but it is a little bit error prone and doesn't automatically track who added what. And plus it doesn't use your phone and you can't give it to staff. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a simple form. Go to Tools, Create New Form. It's already given us the title, Inventory Forms, but let's call this Stock In. And then this will track all incoming inventory. We only need 2 questions. The first is the item, and we need this to be a drop down, and then we can just copy and paste all of our items in our product list. So copy, paste all the items here, paste into here. Lovely, drop down's good. And then next question, so new question, is the quantity. Fortunately, Google Forms doesn't have a nice option for a number. So what we need to do is add in a short answer and hope that people can type in a number correctly. They're both required, and we can publish our form. Simply. Right, let's get the link, shorten the URL and copy that, and I'm going to stick that in a new tab shortly. But first of all, I really want to make sure that I collect email addresses. So I want to check that setting, which is responses, collect verified email addresses. So we know who's putting our stock in. Right, perfect. Cool. Click that. We definitely don't want to limit responses. Actually, maybe we want people to be able to edit their response. Let's go back to our Google Sheets. Right, let's add a new tab so we can paste in the URL. There you go. Now you can click on that link. So if you select it and then click on the link below, we can now add in a response. So we want to use my email address, stick in any old SKU number, doesn't matter which, and put in a quantity. And then if we go back to the Google Sheet, and we look at our responses, we've got a response. Yay, it's worked. We need to kind of put this into our stock in sheet though. Let me show you a common mistake first. So you can just quickly just link up. So and if you do equals just one cell, that will link up. You can link everything up. But this is just one response. This doesn't work because what it does is it adds in a new row rather than overwriting the row below. The only way of getting around this is using this function called query. What we want to do now is add in new responses. So adding in a new response. So with query, first, I'm going to change this table to an unformatted text because I prefer it this way, and also because it wants you to use column headers for our form responses. I prefer to use normal columns, ABC, less typing. Right, query. We want to query our form responses. Let's say A1 to Z, although in reality it is A1 to D. This allows potential additional columns to be added later. Next, we want to select what columns we want. So select A, C, and D. We'll move these around later. Just want to show you what works first. The one here is for header rows. We'll keep one header row for now, just so we can see what our headers are. You can put -1 if you want to remove it. I now need to sort out these headers so that they're in the right order. So excuse me for a second, let me get it right. I think it should be C, B, A, D. Okay, delete that row because we don't need it anymore. Cool. I'm not sure how I've added these extra rows. Let's delete and I'm gonna say hello. Just say hello to everyone. You say hello to the doggy. A fluff ball. Right. Let's test some new responses. Check that works. Make sure it's still working by adding some more. Brilliant. All works. And now for some QR codes. We can do a QR code for the whole Google form. You use the function image. It's quite difficult to work. View here. Use the function image. I'm going to copy and paste this in here. Right, so image, and then you need this URL. I'm going to paste this below, and then you need to encode, allow access. There you go, and then we're going to encode the web link. Make that bigger. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? And then I'm going to scan that with my phone. Once you scanned it with your phone, you go straight to the Google Sheets. You can fill it in on your phone. Check that that works by going to our form responses. Check that we've got a new response. Right, we got a new one. Number 5, quantity 4 added. Right, and now we're going to go one step further. We're going to pre-fill that product. So we'll end up with different QR codes for each of the different products. So if you imagine you print all these out, when things scan in and you're kind of putting it on a shelf, you can scan that specific barcode in for that product and write down how many additional ones you've got. I'm going to call this QR. So first of all, we need a pre-filled link for this. So we go back to our form, and the pre-fill link option I think is quite hard to find. Right in this corner there's 3 dots. Click here, Prefill Form. It will allow you to select an item, and then you can get a copy link, paste that in here. We've got a QR code here. You can see that the QR code, that link's already got that pen black number 1. We can take that whole line apart from the pen black and copy that down, and then we're going to replace the pen black with our list of products. Put all of our product list there, so that one's the black one. Number 1, we're going to do an equals, so put all of this in speech marks, and then we're going to add the bit that we want filled in with an and sign, bracket and, column C, can't quite click there, and then that will give us, should be different QR codes. We want to make them all a bit bigger so we can see them. Let's make them all the same size. In reality, you wouldn't have these on a spreadsheet. It'd be a bit pointless having a QR code on the spreadsheet. You want to be printing them out and putting them somewhere. Printing stickers or something. Now we're going to test on the phone. See how quick it is to add these on your phone if you've got the QR code. It fills in everything for you. Well, apart from the quantity. I mean, you can do it so that it adds one every time you beep, but I think it's actually easier to type in the quantity. You could also have the quantity down drop downs if you've always got a similar number of quantity coming in, like if it's always 1, 2, 3. There you go, we've tested it. We have full stock. Hope that was useful. If you want a bespoke system, personalised, to save you hours of admin, check out the description below. Have a play around with it. It's difficult to send a link because the links with the forms don't really work, but hopefully this is a good one to try out yourself and just follow along and copy. Thank you very much. Bye.